SABC News, independent and impartial.
From an African perspective. Welcome back to Africa Midday. Zambia has announced new measures to fight the spread of COVID-19 by closing down schools and other facilities as the cases and deaths skyrocket. But some sectors are facing the new measures with strong resistance. Our Zambia correspondent, Arthur Davis Sikopo, now updates us on the latest from Lusaka.
Zambia has announced new measures to fight the spread of COVID-19. The country, which is under its third wave of the pandemic, has hit unseen records of 3,000 infections in a single day and is now complaining of lack of bed spaces, strain on health personnel, among other inadequacies in the management of COVID-19. Secretary to the Cabinet, Dr. Simon Miti, says the country is arriving at these measures so as to protect citizens' lives because the pandemic, especially this wave, is so deadly. Among the new measures announced by government through Dr. Simon Miti, the Secretary to Cabinet, Wednesday afternoon, includes closure of pre-primary and secondary schools for 21 days. Churches' time has also been limited to 1 hour session twice a week and suspension of physical sessions of tertiary education, but to switch to online sessions for 30 days. Restaurants in Zambia will now operate on a takeaway basis, while bars and nightclubs will be closed from Monday to Thursday, only open on Friday to Sunday for 4 hours each day, and all conferences, workshops and general meetings have been suspended. These, among other measures, take effect today.
Pre-primary and secondary schools shall be closed for 21 days. All colleges, universities, and tertiary learning institutions will only provide online sessions for the next 1 month. Places of worship will be restricted to conducting a maximum of 2 meetings in a week. Bars, nightclubs, casinos, taverns will not operate from Monday to Thursday, but to only open from Friday to Sunday from 18 hours to 22 hours. Funerals will only be held with a maximum of 50 in attendance.
These measures are similar to the ones effected last year when the pandemic hit its highs as people demanded for lockdown, which was only effected partially. Stakeholders have their views on this latest development. Aaron Chansa is National Quality for Education Executive Director, who welcomes the closure of schools despite it having a negative effect on learners in terms of loss of time.
And during this closure, we expect a lot more money from government to go into schools so that schools can be able to buy preventive items. We also expect the Ministry of Health to be very serious with inspections. We support the decision by government. It's timely and will be able to save lives of teachers and learners.
But Bars and Nightclub Owners Association of Zambia has chosen to defy the pronouncement by government, saying it has not been consulted. Their businesses have suffered losses for a long time and that they have been paying for special licenses, and directing them to close will be unfair. Edmond Dilifuekelo is the Secretary General.
So our members have resisted that decision. They're saying they're not going to accept it. If anything, what we're looking for is actually, I think, increased hours of operation instead of even reducing them further. So to us, I think that pronouncement is not going to change anything in our sector, and we have told our members, to continue operating because we've been paying money to the councils even to allow us to operate for 7 days. Even as late as yesterday, councils are still collecting this money. So if there is no communication between the central government and the local authorities, I don't think we should be blamed for that because I think we've complied. What the council requested us to do, we did it.
Zambia has recorded its highest deaths of 48 and 3,000 infections in a single day, bring the total number of deaths in the country since the pandemic was recorded in March 2020 to 1,492, with 118,850 confirmed cases. And currently, the country has 16,000 active cases. With a population of 17 million people, the country has, in its first dose of vaccination, jabbed over 148,000 people, and the second dose resumes next week. Arthur Davis Sikopo, reporting for Channel Africa in Lusaka, Zambia.
Cameroon authorities are pleading for more blood donors after a dramatic drop during the coronavirus pandemic. Donations dropped from 103,000 units in 2019 to 48,000 in 2020. This